going to just throw that all out the window and just go off and do our own thing and never, is this just going to...
Stevie Nicks.
Beginning of 2012, that's when I went to do some crazy shows.
The enchanting voice behind Fleetwood Mac's timeless hits is often celebrated for her ethereal presence and evocative lyrics. However, behind her success lies a story marked by personal struggles and pain. From battles with addiction to tumultuous relationships and health issues, Nicks' journey has been fraught with challenges that have left her fans heartbroken. To know more about the difficulties that Stevie Nicks had to go through, watch this video until the end. When talking about Stevie Nicks' life, we cannot ignore two important characters in her life: her parents, Barbara and Jess Nicks. They were typical young newlyweds of the time. Jess was a corporate executive, a profession that often required the family to move, while Barbara was a homemaker dedicated to raising their children and managing the household. This combination of stability and frequent relocations would later influence Stevie's adaptability and resilience. From an early age, music played a significant role in Stevie's life, thanks to her grandfather, Aaron Nicks. Aaron was an aspiring country music singer with dreams of making it big. Recognizing Stevie's potential, he began teaching her to sing when she was just 4 years old. He even went as far as building a guitar for her, nurturing her musical talents and involving her in his local music gigs. These early experiences with her grandfather not only fostered her love for music, but also instilled in her the confidence to perform in front of an audience. Stevie's first taste of performing came during a 6th grade talent show, where she delivered a successful tap dance routine. This experience was a revelation for young Stevie, igniting a desire to become a performer. Her path to stardom, however, was still unfolding. As she attended Menlo Atherton High School in Northern California, a fateful encounter occurred in 1966 that would shape the rest of her life. At a party during her high school years, Stevie came across Lindsey Buckingham, a classmate who was singing and playing guitar. On a whim, Stevie joined him, harmonizing spontaneously. Although this meeting didn't lead to immediate collaboration, it planted the seeds for a future partnership. 2 years later, Lindsey contacted Stevie out of the blue, inviting her to join his band, Fritz. Stevie's addition to Fritz marked the beginning of a significant chapter in her musical journey. The band found moderate success, opening for iconic acts like Janis Joplin, Jimi Hendrix, and Santana. This exposure to the vibrant music scene of the late 1960s and early 1970s provided invaluable experience for Stevie, both as a performer and as a songwriter. During this time, her relationship with Lindsey deepened, both personally and professionally, setting the stage for their future endeavors. Despite the success they enjoyed with Fritz, the band eventually disbanded in 1971. However, Stevie and Lindsey's partnership remained strong. They decided to continue their musical journey together, forming the duo Buckingham Nicks. This new project allowed them to explore their artistic ambitions more freely and develop a sound that was distinctly their own. Within 2 years of forming Buckingham Nicks, Stevie Nicks and Lindsey Buckingham were signed by Polydor Records, a significant milestone in their burgeoning careers. Their debut self-titled album was released in 1973. Despite their high hopes, the album went largely unnoticed. However, it wasn't entirely ignored. Its cover became a topic of conversation. The couple appeared nude from the waist up, marking the first time a music duo appeared topless on an LP cover. As noted by Fleetwood Mac News, which quoted a 2014 eBay listing of images from the photo shoot, the story behind this controversial cover is further explored in Stephen Davis's biography, Gold Dust Woman. According to Davis, the photo shoot was fraught with tension. When Nicks was asked to remove her blouse, she initially refused. Buckingham reacted angrily, insisting that this was a necessary artistic statement. "This is art," he exclaimed, throwing a fit until Nicks reluctantly complied. She later hid the album, refusing to show it to her father, indicating her discomfort with the situation. This incident was not an isolated one, but part of a pattern of behavior that would see Nicks often giving in to Buckingham's demands, reflecting the complex and sometimes tumultuous dynamics of their relationship. Despite their artistic efforts, The album's lack of commercial success left the couple in a precarious financial situation. Buckingham continued to focus on his music, driven by his passion and ambition. Meanwhile, Nicks took on a variety of jobs to support them, demonstrating her unwavering commitment and resilience. She worked as a dental assistant, maid, and waitress, among other roles. In a 1994 interview with the Island Ear, Nicks recounted, "I worked at the Copper Penny, Clementine's, and Bob's Big Boy. I supported Lindsay and me for years." Her willingness to work these demanding jobs underscored her dedication to their partnership and her belief in their musical potential. In 1975, Stevie Nicks and Lindsey Buckingham finally received the recognition they deserved when they were invited to join Fleetwood Mac. This pivotal moment came when Mick Fleetwood, the band's drummer, called the couple on New Year's Eve. He invited them to dinner, marking the beginning of a new chapter in their musical careers. At the time, Buckingham and Nicks were already immersed in working on their second album. Buckingham, in particular, was not enthusiastic about the prospect of joining another band, preferring to focus on their duo's efforts. Nicks shared similar reservations, mainly due to the presence of Christine McVie, who was already an established member of Fleetwood Mac alongside her husband, John McVie. Nicks wondered whether Christine would welcome another woman into the band. Reflecting on this period in a 2019 interview with Rolling Stone, Nicks said, "At the beginning, people said, 'Does Chris want another girl in the band?' And I said, 'I hope she does. When she meets me, I hope she likes me.'" Fortunately, Christine McVie did like Stevie Nicks. The two women quickly formed a strong bond, realizing that their collaboration could bring a new dynamic to the band. They made a pact, as Nicks later recounted, "We will never be treated like second-class citizens. We will never be not allowed to hang out in a room full of intelligent, crazy rock and roll stars because we're just as crazy and just as intelligent as they are." This mutual understanding and solidarity between Nicks and McVie laid a solid foundation for their partnership within Fleetwood Mac. The integration of Nicks and Buckingham into Fleetwood Mac was transformative for the band. The creative synergy and unique talents they brought were immediately apparent. The band's first album featuring the duo, simply titled Fleetwood Mac, was released in 1975. This album included two of Nicks' songs, Rhiannon and Landslide, both of which showcased her distinctive voice and songwriting prowess. Rhiannon quickly became one of the standout tracks on the album. Its mystical and haunting qualities, combined with Nicks' compelling stage presence, captivated audiences. Similarly, Landslide offered a more introspective and emotional narrative, resonating deeply with listeners. The success of these songs helped propel the album to commercial success, with 3 hits making it into the top 20 on the Billboard 200 list in 1976. This newfound success brought both recognition and validation to Nicks and Buckingham. Their contributions played a crucial role in revitalizing Fleetwood Mac and steering the band toward unprecedented heights of fame. The band's evolving sound, enriched by Nicks' ethereal voice and Buckingham's innovative guitar work, appealed to a broad audience and garnered critical acclaim. As Fleetwood Mac's fame soared to unprecedented heights, the personal lives of its members, particularly Lindsey Buckingham, Stevie Nicks, Christine McVie, and John McVie, began to unravel. Despite their professional success, the band members were grappling with significant personal issues that threatened their cohesion. Stevie Nicks was particularly embittered by the memories of the early days when she had to work as a waitress to support herself and Buckingham. This resentment was fueled by the fact that Buckingham had turned down lucrative $500 gigs at steakhouses, believing they were beneath him. Nicks longed for a more harmonious relationship within Fleetwood Mac. According to Billboard, she implored Buckingham, "You and I have to sew this relationship back up. We have too much to lose here. We need to put our problems behind us." Her plea underscored the gravity of their situation and her desire to prioritize the band's success over their personal conflicts. However, life within the band grew increasingly complicated. Christine McVie's marriage to John McVie was deteriorating, exacerbated by Christine's affair with a lighting director in 1976. Despite these personal struggles, Christine became a mentor to Nicks, offering guidance and support as the band worked on their next album, Rumors. This mentorship was crucial for Nicks, providing her with a sense of stability amid the chaos. The creation of Rumors was marked by intense emotional turmoil, which was reflected in the album's lyrics and themes. Simon Collins from the West Australian noted that the best songs and lyrics from Rumours were a clear prelude to the impending romantic breakups within the band. Buckingham's Second-Hand News and Never Going Back Again poignantly expressed his heartache and resolve. Nick's song Dreams contained the foreboding line, "Women, they will come and they will go," encapsulating the transient nature of relationships. Christine McVie's You Make Loving Fun was inspired by her affair, adding another layer of complexity to the band's dynamic. Despite the personal chaos, Rumours became a massive success. Released in 1977, the album topped the charts and sold over 40 million copies worldwide. It won the Grammy Award for Album of the Year and solidified Fleetwood Mac's place in music history. However, the success of Rumours came at a great cost to the band's members. The emotional toll of creating such an intensely personal album was profound, and the band's internal relationships continued to deteriorate. Stevie Nicks and Lindsey Buckingham's relationship, in particular, reached a breaking point, leading to their eventual breakup. Yet, despite the personal sacrifices, Rumours remains one of the most iconic albums of all time, a testament to the band's enduring talent and resilience. In 1979, Fleetwood Mac released their follow-up album, Tusk, a double album that marked a significant departure from the sound of Rumours. Tusk was characterized by its experimental nature, with Lindsey Buckingham pushing the band in new musical directions. The album received mixed reviews and was not as commercially successful as Rumours, but it showcased the band's willingness to take risks and evolve their sound. Tusk included several songs that reflected the band's ongoing personal struggles, including Nick's Sarah, a deeply personal ballad that has been interpreted as referencing her relationship with Buckingham and her own emotional turmoil. Despite the challenges they faced, Fleetwood Mac continued to tour and record music, maintaining their status as one of the most successful bands of the era. By the early 1980s, Stevie Nicks had established herself as a successful solo artist, releasing her debut solo album, Belladonna, in 1981. The album was a commercial success, reaching #1 on the Billboard 200 chart and featuring hit singles such as Edge of 17 and Leather and Lace. Nick's solo career allowed her to explore different musical styles and themes, further solidifying her status as a rock icon. However, her success came at a cost. Nick struggled with drug addiction throughout the 1980s, a battle that took a significant toll on her health and well-being. She also faced challenges in her personal life, including a brief and ill-fated marriage to Kim Anderson in 1983. Despite these difficulties, Nicks remained a resilient and determined artist, continuing to create music and perform for her dedicated fan base. As the 1980s came to a close, Fleetwood Mac experienced several lineup changes, with Lindsey Buckingham leaving the band in 1987. Despite these challenges, the band continued to tour and release new music, maintaining their popularity and influence in the music industry. Stevie Nicks remained a central figure in Fleetwood Mac, contributing her distinctive voice and songwriting to the band's evolving sound. Throughout the 1990s and 2000s, Nicks continued to balance her solo career with her commitments to Fleetwood Mac, releasing several successful albums and embarking on numerous tours. She also became known for her distinctive style, characterized by flowing shawls, platform boots, and mystical imagery, which became a signature element of her stage presence. In 1997, Fleetwood Mac reunited for a highly successful tour, culminating in the release of the live album The Dance. This reunion marked a new chapter for the band, as they once again captivated audiences with their timeless music. Stevie Nicks' contributions to the band remained as vital as ever, with her voice and stage presence continuing to be a defining element of Fleetwood Mac's performances. However, Nicks' health issues persisted, and she underwent treatment for addiction in the late 1990s. Despite these challenges, she remained committed to her music, continuing to write and record new material. In 2003, Fleetwood Mac released their first studio album in nearly a decade, Say You Will. The album received positive reviews and was a commercial success, reaffirming the band's enduring appeal. Stevie Nicks' contributions to the album were particularly notable, with songs like Silver Springs and Thrown Down, reflecting her continued growth as a songwriter and performer. The band's subsequent tours were met with enthusiastic responses from fans, who were eager to see Fleetwood Mac back in action. However, internal tensions within the band continued to simmer, with Nicks and Buckingham's complicated relationship remaining a central issue. As the 2010s progressed, Stevie Nicks continued to tour and release new music, both as a solo artist and with Fleetwood Mac. Her influence on the music industry was widely recognized, and she received numerous accolades for her contributions to rock music. In 2019, she made history as the first woman to be inducted twice into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, once as a member of Fleetwood Mac and once as a solo artist. This achievement was a testament to her enduring impact on the music world and her status as a trailblazer for women in rock. Despite her many successes, Stevie Nicks' life has been marked by significant personal struggles. She has faced numerous challenges, including health issues, addiction, and complicated relationships. However, her resilience and determination have allowed her to overcome these obstacles and continue to create music that resonates with audiences around the world. Stevie Nicks remains an iconic figure in rock music, known for her distinctive voice, evocative lyrics, and timeless style. Her journey has been one of triumph and tragedy, but through it all, she has remained true to herself and her art. Stevie Nicks' legacy is one of perseverance and passion, and her music continues to inspire and captivate fans of all ages.